Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. So just going to make my picks on this weekend's coming card, UFC 301 in Brazil. A lot of people said this card's no good. I don't agree. I think they're just recency biased because of UFC 299 and 300 was such ridiculously stacked cards that any other card is going to look subpar to them. So I think that's why people are feeling like this. But I still think it's a decent card. I'm going to go through it from bottom to top from the main event. So 5 fights on the main event. First one up being Paul Craig against Cal Borralho. Now, I'd love Paul Craig to win this one, but I think Cal Borralho's got far too much for him on the feet. He's too wild. I think he's the stronger guy. We all know Paul Craig's best work is on the ground. He normally pulls his opponents to the ground so he can set up his triangles and arm bars and all of that stuff. His ground game is far superior, but I just don't think he's going to be able to get Cal Borralho there. Borralho's on a 14-fight win streak. He's 5-0 in the UFC. I think he's just going to be too much for Paul Craig, which I hate to say because I want to see Paul Craig win it, being from Scotland and all that. But yeah, I just don't think he'll be able to match Cal Borralho on the feet, and I don't think he'll be able to close him down to get him to the ground. Maybe in the later rounds he might succeed in that, but early on I don't think that's going to happen. I think Cal Borralho is going to light him up. So Cal Borralho finish TKO in the second round. Right, next up we got the spinning master Michel Pereira, Capoeiro King. Yeah, this guy's crazy. A Brazilian against the Ukrainian Ihor Peteria in another middleweight bout. I'm going to pick Pereira for this one. He's on a 7-fight win streak. I think his style is brilliant to watch. It's very interesting. He always looks like he's spent his gas tank in the first 3 minutes, but then still manages to fight out the rest of the 15 minutes left, and it's just crazy. This dude can fight. And it's super interesting to watch. And like I say, 7-fight win streak. Ihor Peteria, his record's up and down. He won a couple, lost a couple, won a couple. I think he's lost 2 and then he got to win his last fight. So, I mean, he needs this one to stay in good standing with the UFC. But I think Michel Pereira, with the fire that he's on and the form that he's on and 7-fight win streak, I think he's going to get the job done. I think he's just too unpredictable and too wild for Ihor Peteria to track down and catch and put it on him. I just don't think he's going to be able to. We have seen Michel Pereira start to fade at the end of his fights, but I mean, you're 10 minutes in by then and he's already lit you up. So yeah, I'm going with Michel Pereira for this one. I'm going to go with a 3rd round TKO. So next up we got Anthony Smith versus Vitor Petrino. Now, I like this fight, but I don't like this fight. I like this fight because it's going to be a banger, but I don't like it because I know Anthony's going to lose. I've just got this feeling that he's going to lose. I love the guy. I love him on the BYM podcast. He's very fun to listen to. He has some good takes on stuff. He has some also delusional takes on stuff. Like the whole John Jones thing. If you take away this accolade from him or take away this aspect of his fighting, he's not really that good. Well, I mean, yeah, but you can't just take away people's aspects of fighting. So he is that good. And I think that's just Anthony's way of dealing with it. He does have some very delusional takes, but he also has some very good takes. And he's not over the top crazy, so I do like to listen to him talk on the old BYM podcast. But I think in this fight, I think he's just going to get murked. I think he's going to get murked. Like, he doesn't shoot for takedowns, Anthony, when that is his game on the ground. But he never really shoots for him. He tries to rinse people on the feet, but he's not good on the feet, and he gets lit up all the time. And I mean, look what Glover did to him, knocked his teeth out for crying out loud. And yeah, he just gets pasted when he fights on the feet. Like, his game is his ground game, but he never takes it there unless he gets dragged there. So, I mean, Petrino's 11-0. Anthony's 37-19. He's lost 1/3 of his fights. Over 1/3 of his fights. That's not good. If Petrino wins this and Anthony loses, Anthony should retire. I know he won't. I don't think he's ever thinking of retiring anytime soon, but he should. Because the competition that he's against is far superior to him. He reminds me of like the Nate Diaz of the lightweight division. Could take a pasting, can give a pasting, but 50-50 fighter. Come on. I love Anthony, but I just don't think he's going to beat Petrino. You could even hear it in Bisbee when he was talking about it, that he doesn't think he's going to beat him either. But obviously he's not going to say that, but you could just tell. My money's on Petrino beating Anthony Smith in the second round by knockout or TKO. Right, next up, the King of Rio is back. Jose Aldo against Jonathan Martinez. Now, Jonathan Martinez is no joke. We all know who Jose Aldo is. He's been around forever. He retired, went and did a few boxing matches, and I feel like he probably, I mean, he looks sharp in them boxing matches. He'd probably give his body a chance to recover from all the damage over the years because he was only focusing on boxing, and obviously feels really good. They were coming back to Rio and was like, let's get going. So, yeah, he's come back for another fight, and it should be good. I mean, I'm quite interested to see it. Quite intrigued to see how he performs because Martinez is a monster, and that dude's no joke. It's been taking place in the bantamweight division. Martinez is 12. Jose's not ranked, but I mean, you could throw him in there with any of them, and he would put in a performance and hold his own against the majority of the top 10. So, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting fight. If Jose can implement his leg kicks like he used to, he stands a good chance of beating this guy. If he doesn't and wants to trade with him, I don't know how that's going to go down. Yeah, I think Martinez is going to be a tough one to overcome in this one for Jose, but I hope Jose gets the win. But I'm going to go with Martinez 3-round decision. Right, next up, the main event that everybody's slating: Alexandre Pantoja versus Steve Erceg. Steve who? Who? Steve Erceg. Steve Erceg.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Right, Pantoja versus Erceg. Oh, shit, wrong poster. I've seen him fight a few times. I was fairly unaware of this guy, to be fair. I'd seen a couple of his fights, but I mean, how he got this title shot. I mean, it was either, I guess, they were either looking at Erceg or Makayev on their last card that they were on, and Makayev went to a 3-round tough decision. Erceg knocked a dude out. I mean, that's how crazy it is. You could be 10th, and if you knock a dude out, you could get in a championship fight before number 6 does if he puts in a crap performance. So, I mean, that's the UFC for you. Business, 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 baby. Forget rankings. None of that crap matters anyway. With Dana, like he says, he puts on holy shit moments. So, like, they're always going to go for what is going to sell better. And they feel like Steve Erceg is a stand and banger dude. So they think there's going to be a stand and bang fight. But I don't think it's going to be like that. I think Pantoja is going to maul this kid. Yeah, I think Pantoja's got so much more experience. He's champion. He's fought everybody in that division, and he's a savage. I think Steve Erceg is going to have a real tough night at the office on Saturday. I don't think it's probably not going to go his way. I'm going to stick with the champ, Alexandre Pantoja. I think he's just all around a better fighter, and he's been fighting higher competition for much longer. And yeah, I mean, good luck to Steve. I wish him all the best, and if he does get it done, fair play. But I just don't think he's going to get it done. Anyway, that's my poor takes on UFC 301 main event. I hope you all enjoy the fights. If you enjoy these videos, hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. And obviously check out my channel for much more content. I've got knockout videos on there, fighter stories, news, predictions, bad guesses, the lot. All you can need and more. So yeah, head over to the channel, take a look. I'd really appreciate that if you do. And yeah, enjoy the fights. And I'll catch you all on the next one because I'm out.